Hello and welcome to Karl University of Budapest. My name is Gábor Vigvári. I am an associate professor at the Department of World Economy and a member of the Populism research team. I'm standing in the hallways of the new building of our university, where great social scientists' portraits are on the wall. And I'm standing in front of a portrait of Karl Polányi. And as mask wearing is now, due to the COVID situation, mandatory, let me go back to my office to sit down, and there I will try to tell you more about why Polányi's work is so important to our research team and to our research of populism. Karl Polányi was a Hungarian-born economist / historian / sociologist / anthropologist, and one of his major theory is called the double movement theory that he formulated in his famous book titled The Great Transformation in 1944. His book was about the increasing political extremism. He wrote his book on increasing political extremism of the interwar period, and he tried to formulate a theory in which he tried to explain the reasons of this rising extremism using mostly economic arguments. According to his work, we can describe the transformation period from pre-capitalist to capitalist times of the late 18th and 19th century with two opposite movements. One of the movements is about the rising importance of market coordination, which we can call marketization, where, as he called everything, all kinds of economic activities were subordinated to self-regulating markets without any social or governmental involvement. That led to the creation of fictitious commodities such as labor and capital, and also natural resources. According to Polányi, this movement will actually create social tensions due to the fact that it would increase inequalities and insecurities of people. Due to this, he says, there's going to be a counter-movement or a self-defense of the society against this marketization. And according to his idea, rising political extremism of the interwar period was a sort of a sign of this kind of a counter-movement. We use Karl Polányi's theory in our populism research for Central and Eastern European countries to describe increasing demand for populism or increasing demand for political extremism due to the same reason. In our particular research, we try to find evidence that the regime change, the transformation of these countries from socialist to capitalist systems and from dictatorship to democracy actually created a very similar marketization process that Polányi described as the first movement in his theory. And we also assumed that in this case there should be some sort of a counter-movement against this form of marketization. And in our research, we actually try to find evidence on one hand to the rising inequalities and insecurities in the CEE countries, and also we try to find some evidence that there actually was a demand, or there has been a demand for such kind of political extremism that could be defined as a counter-movement. And if you read our blog, or if you read our future output that we published in articles, you will see that actually we found this kind of an increasing demand for populism from the 1990s onwards. So in this sense, we can say that Polányi's theory is still applicable nowadays. And on the other hand, we also found that for quite a while there has been no political supply, there were no political parties or major influential political parties formulated that reflected this demand. Why that is going to be the question of our future research. For now, thank you for your attention and goodbye.